Hey guys, so in today's video, I wanted to give you all an update on what happened with my appointment with the liver specialist last week. Sorry, it's taken me a few days to kind of get my thoughts together and actually film an update video. Um, but everything that kind of went on with the eye specialist, as well as stuff that has been going on with occupational therapy, I've just been kind of all over the place as far as my emotions go. So it took me a little bit to kind of sit down and film this video. So I apologize, but here is all of the info. So, for those of you who don't know, I see the liver specialist regularly because one, I have non alcoholic fatty liver disease. Two, I have an autoimmune condition that can cause my liver enzymes, or does cause my liver enzymes, to be kind of all over the place. I get my liver function tests done. It was every month, and I do have orders to get them done every month, but we are kind of spacing that out a little bit farther now just because the stress that it was causing me, like worrying about where my liver enzymes were at. Um, and the fact that some of them were elevated and then other ones were elevated and then they were okay and they were kind of going up and then down and then up and then down. I just didn't want to be stressing out over it anymore. And so I talked with my liver specialist, and she is completely fine with me waiting a couple of months or getting them done every few months, or even just like shortly before I come to see her. So she basically, we did have one liver enzyme that was elevated, which was kind of funny because the last time that I went to see her, it was the other one that was elevated, and the one that was elevated this time was within a normal range last time. And so last time, the one that was in within a normal range, this current appointment was elevated, but then they flip-flopped. So we aren't sure exactly what is causing it, but she thinks that it might have something to do with another autoimmune condition that she thinks I have, because she wants me to get a workup done to see if I might have rheumatoid arthritis, because that is one of the only other times that she's seen this happen with this specific enzyme flip-flopping. She has only ever seen this happen with somebody who has been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. So my primary care doctor did put in some lab orders for me to get drawn. I'm going to attempt to get them done on Saturday, as long as the weather is okay and my fiance is able to bring me to the hospital to get the lab work done, just because Saturdays obviously are the easiest time for me to get in to get labs done, just because of, everybody working during the daytime except for me. Saturdays are obviously a better day for me to go get lab work done, and plus the lab is a little less busy, the hospital's less busy, and I have more time to sit and wait if needed, depending on how busy the lab is. But so I have, I think, 3 or 4 labs that he put in to have done. So, like I said, I'm going to try to get those drawn on Saturday. Today is Wednesday. So, hopefully, I'm able to get that done because I have an appointment a week from today with my primary care doctor, kind of as a med review, to go over my medications that he put me on for depression and anxiety. And I kind of want to talk to him about that because I feel like my anxiety has been horrible lately. My depression seems to be more under control, but my anxiety has been way off the charts these last couple of weeks. So I definitely want to discuss, like, maybe switching something around or adding a different medication just to see how I do with something else. Because right now it's not cutting it. We'll just say that, because I have found myself worrying about the craziest things that I shouldn't have to worry about. So we need to get that figured out. But going back to the liver specialist, she basically said that even though the one liver enzyme was elevated, my bilirubin was a little bit higher than it had been, but it was still within what she considers to be a normal range. And so she was not necessarily um, concerned about anything at this point. She feels like, for the most part, my labs have been stable. So we are choosing not to do any sort of treatment at this time. We're just going to follow up again in a few months. So thankfully, I don't have to see her for I think she said it was 4 months she's gonna have me come back and see her. So I don't have to see her again until March of 2025, which is nice because it is an hour and a half drive down to her office. She did say that if I do get labs done or if I start to have symptoms, to give her office a call and she can either do a telehealth appointment or order some labs or other testing or imaging or whatever, for me to have done up here so that I don't have to travel all the way down there, especially if the weather is bad, which it tends to be in the upper peninsula of Michigan in the wintertime. If I could show you outside right now, it is snowing. We're supposed to get like 4.5 inches of snow today and up to 18 inches of snow over the next couple of days. So it's been a shit show, to say the least. Um, so yeah, she thinks that everything is stable for the moment, so that is a blessing, especially with all of my other health stuff going on. The last thing I need is a flare up of liver issues, and I really don't want to end up back in the hospital. So, whatever it takes to keep me in within a normal range is what I'm going to do. I have continued to follow all of the recommendations of the dietitian. I have cut out a lot of things still. I'm still losing weight, still working on, eating a healthy diet and following that because the dietitian recommendations from my surgeon's office actually are beneficial for people who have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease as well. So hopefully that continues to help. And just in case you were wondering, like, I can make a video talking more about my non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and kind of the symptoms. Just let me know if you want more information about it. But most people have at least some sort of fatty liver issue. Just because of, well, at least in the United States, because of our dietary habits and things like that, and just kind of the processed meats and processed foods that we consume, a lot of the issues that we have, or a lot of people end up having that issue. It's very, very common within the United States, at least. So, anyways, like I said, let me know if you want more information. Let me know if you have any questions or any topics you would like me to discuss on my channel in the future. And with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Everything is stable for the moment. Follow up in 4 months. So in the springtime, I will go see her again. So with that being said, I will update you guys once I have the results and let you know if I have rheumatoid arthritis or not.